Hey, how are you feeling today? You wake up already tired. Even before opening your eyes, you feel a heaviness in your body, as if the day started without you. You look at your to-do list and nothing inside responds. Not resistance, not fear, not laziness, just a dull emptiness. You know you have to move, but there's no fuel inside. It's as if someone unplugged the cord and you keep standing there pretending to function. You tell yourself this is temporary, but it lasts for weeks, sometimes months. You've stopped waiting for inspiration, but you keep hoping your energy will return on its own. You may look normal on the outside, but inside you feel like a burned-out field. Where there used to be motion, now there is only dust and silence. You do things mechanically, like a robot, without taste, without joy, without meaning. And the scariest part isn't the fatigue, it's the lack of desire to want anything at all. You look at life and think, I just can't anymore. And that thought scares you more than any problem. And because of this, you start doubting yourself. You think you're lazy, weak, or broken. You compare yourself to others who seem to be running ahead while you stand still. And every glance like that deepens the feeling of falling behind. You postpone important decisions because you don't have the energy to make them. You live in a state of waiting, but you don't even know what you're waiting for. You may be surrounded by people, yet still feel alone, because no one sees how hard it is just to exist inside your own body. You've stopped enjoying the little things that used to fill you up. Music sounds flat, conversations are exhausting, dreams feel distant. You try to push yourself, but it only increases exhaustion. The harder you push, the less energy remains. You live in constant inner tension even when doing nothing. Your nervous system doesn't rest, even in sleep. And gradually, you begin to believe that something is wrong with you, that this emptiness, it's your personal breakdown. But what you're feeling does not make you weak. It's not a defect, it's a signal from your mind. Burnout is not a failure, it's protection. Your system simply can't withstand constant pressure anymore. You've lived too long in survival mode. You've endured, pushed, complied, restrained yourself, and not complained. Your body isn't punishing you. It simply said stop when you didn't. Lack of energy is not laziness. It's your body's way of preventing a complete collapse. Your emotional emptiness is not indifference. It's temporary numbness so you don't explode from overload. You haven't lost yourself forever. You've just been living too long out of your own pace. And most importantly, you have nothing to blame yourself for. Your fatigue doesn't reflect weakness. It reflects how much you've endured. Let's give it a name. It's not you, it's burnout. It's like a state of your soul. Imagine it as a heavy gray blanket covering you completely. It's not evil, but it makes it hard to breathe. It muffles your feelings, dulls your desires, slows your thoughts. It makes the world flat and distant. And now you can say to yourself, it's not me who is empty, it's burnout on me. This is important because it creates distance between you and the pain. You are no longer identical to this state. You are the one experiencing it, not the one it has become. You think you just need to try harder, but actually, you need to fight less. You believe that if you push yourself, energy will return. But the harder you push, the deeper you sink into exhaustion. Burnout is healed not by discipline, but by permission to be tired. Not by effort, but softness toward yourself. You think stopping is failure, but it is precisely the stop that can become your salvation. You fear that if you stop pushing yourself, you'll get stuck completely. But in reality, you're already stuck because of the constant pushing. And what if the problem isn't with you, but with how you've treated yourself? What if you don't need to fix yourself, but to change your relationship with yourself? You are not broken, you are overloaded. And an overloaded person doesn't need a whip, they need a pause. This isn't about fixing your whole life right now. And it isn't about fighting burnout. It's about a small but vital return of control. Control over how you take care of yourself when you feel exhausted. When you're burned out, you often live by the rule, must, no matter what. Now we change it to, I choose, considering my state. Not a perfect life, not a grand recovery, but a simple human choice. How will I treat myself in the next 2 weeks? You make with yourself not a goal, but a gentle agreement, a pact of respect for your fatigue. First, reduce your load by at least 20%. Fewer tasks, fewer expectations, less pressure. If you work 10 hours, try 9. If you are used to doing everything perfectly, allow yourself to do it well enough. Second, bring your body into the process. Not exercise for results, but gentle movement for life. Every day, at least 10 minutes of walking without your phone. Just walk, breathe, feel the ground beneath your feet. Not for productivity, but to feel alive again, so your nervous system remembers it can relax. Third, choose one small joy each day. Not a big goal, but a tiny moment of warmth. Tea and silence, a shower, music, sunlight from the window, the smell of the air. Something simple, but present. And most importantly, stop asking yourself when motivation will return. You don't chase it, you create conditions where it can appear naturally. You are no longer a victim of burnout. You begin to be its attentive caretaker. You won't wake up tomorrow fully renewed, and that's okay. Burnout retreats slowly, like a receding tide, not in a rush, but gradually. But even today, you can be a little softer with yourself, a little less harsh, a little more understanding. You can allow yourself to be tired and still be valuable. Allow yourself to slow down without guilt. And somewhere inside, you'll begin to notice the subtle thread of returning to yourself. Not loud, not dramatic, but alive. You are still here, and that already means a lot. You can still feel, even if it's quiet right now. And this quiet is not emptiness, it's a pause before a new breath. You are not lost forever. You have just temporarily stopped. And in this stop, you can meet yourself again, slowly, calmly, without struggle. You don't have to be strong all the time. Sometimes, strength is the permission to be tired. And with this thought, you can take one small breath and stay with yourself, without anxiety, without pressure, without rush. Just here.